Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. And very good morning to everybody. I'm Helmi, and I will be co-moderating this session, which I will pass in the middle to Dr. Nizam, is it? Yeah, okay. Or Dr. Zaid. Okay, anyway, so this is our Apple Professional Learning team that was, the workshop was running from 1 April, 1st of April, and until today. So here we have our Apple Distinguished Educators, learning providers, specialists, and Apple teachers. Here, Dr. Zakia from UTeM, second, Dr. Arif, Dr. Hassanah here, and Dr. Zaid, Dr. Jafrizal, Puan Kamaria, Dr. Nizam, Noor, Miss Noor from Taylor's, Puan Raiha, Cikgu Razif, Ustaz Shukri, Puan Zahra, Dr. Azma, and me. Okay, and here we had it for 1 to 14, and it was thematized according to doodling. We had some productivity, and then digital stories, GarageBand, using music, posters, and last but not least, we come to today, which is Dr. Azma's session on basic principles of design. So I introduce to you the invited speaker for today, Prof. Madya, Dr. Azma, our Associate Professor, Dr. Azma Putra. He is from the University Technical Malaysia Melaka, and he is an Apple Distinguished Educator, 2015, and he's also an Apple Professional Learning Specialist. And he will be giving the session today. So some guidelines before we start the session. So the APL session will be for 1 hour, and the moderator will mute all the participants' microphones. So I hope you don't be offended by that. Okay. So please ask questions in the chat box. And this is an interactive session where the presenter will ask participants to do some hands-on activity with the iPad. And borang kehadiran and feedback forms will be displayed 15 minutes before the end of the session. So yeah, all right. So I'll pass back to you, Dr. Azma, to continue with the session. The floor is yours. Dr. Azma?
Assalamualaikum, can you hear me? Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Clear, eh?
Yes, very clear.
I think the connection has a bit problem this morning. Connecting and connected. So, putus-putus macam tu. So, everyone clear, eh? So, before I start the session, everyone has the keynotes I'm sharing for the activity. Everyone got the keynotes?
Yes, it is already. I put that in the chat box.
Good. Okay, so let me share the screen first. Okay, so can you see my screen now? The iPad screen?
Yes, we can see.
All right, good. Okay, so let's start. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning, everyone. So I'm glad to see you all and stay with us for the last 14 days. And today is the last one. And we're going to talk about basic principle of design. So today it's not more on the technical part, but it's more on the philosophy, more on the philosophy and the concept. So the technical part maybe is the first layer, where if you very new to Apple ecosystem, Apple device like what we are trying to fulfill the skill now is iPad. So the technical is the first part. Maybe the second one is how we can improve the visual quality of your content, because you create animations, you create books, and you create whatever digital content, the visual must be there instead of the content itself. So maybe the third one is the next phase. Maybe we can talk about the instructional design. Yeah. So the first one is technical. The second one may be the visual content, and then the third one is the instructional design. All right. So now basic principle of design. So how to turn your content to have a personal look. Okay. So the moderator has introduced me before. So let me just a little bit about myself again. So my name is Azma Putra. So my background expertise is engineering acoustics and vibration. So I'm not graduate from School of Design. So I'm not graduated from multimedia expertise and so on, but I'm an engineer. So my background is engineer, and now I'm talking about visual design. So what I'm trying to say is visual design does not belong only for visual designer. So it can be for anyone. It can be for anyone from any background of expertise. So there is a science behind that, and there is a basic principle behind that. So that's where I want to share with you all now. So if you master the basic principles, I think it's sufficient for your content to look professional, as long as we obey that basic principle. Okay. Okay, so let's see the screen, yeah? Let's see the screen. So we start the session now. So remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the rating, eh? The rating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to give the rating for the next slide I'm showing to you. So let me create the polling first. Let me create the polling very quickly in the WebEx. Okay. So can you see the slide? You can see my slide there. So this is my very ever first slide when I became a lecturer. So this one is back to in early 2010. So my subject is mechanical vibration. So what I'm trying to convey here is most engineering structure vibrate. So I want to show the engine of an aircraft. I say I want to focus on the material. So I put text here and everything in there. So now I want you to rate the quality of the slide. Yeah. So please be honest. Eh. So can you see the poll now in the chat box?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. Okay. So Can all participants see the results of the poll? Dr. Joe?
I can
No.
see the results. I think
I
because
still
of
cannot
this.
see the result. Yeah.
I think you can share the final results. You want to stop
Yeah.
the polling?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I think it's pretty good result. Okay. So let me close the poll. Let me close the poll. So we're just showing here that WebEx can create a very nice poll. So it's okay. So we can see that most of you vote 3 and below, 3 and below, meaning you can see that everyone is agree that this is not a great, this is not really a good slide. So full of text, the figure is small there, then we have something sorry, we have something here which is I don't know what is the importance of this one. I tried to put it like make it the slide a bit beautiful, but it's not blend well into the slide. There is a logo UTeM here and so on. So this is what I revised the slide when I got the concept of principle of design. So what we can see now is our eyes will bring attention to the aircraft. Bring attention to the aircraft. So it's a stunning image, and then all the information is here. Blend well into the slide. Okay, so there is a concept behind what is showing here. How I can come up with this kind of slide. There is a concept behind that. So let's see the next slide. So how do you feel when you see the slide? So this is a common slide in engineering, or maybe in the school when you share it with your student. If you teach mathematics, if you teach physics, and this is maybe most of the teachers will give to the students full of text, and the equation is very close to each other and very congested. And this one is really not bringing comfortable to the eye. Okay. So if you look at this one is is the book from professional publisher. This one I got it from iBooks. So this one is free. If you want to download, you can download. So this one is I think about the title is about Earth. So this is a chapter something about microorganism. So we can see here the title, and there is an image, a very large image, bring our eyes to attentions to the person when this is a influenza, time influenza in 1918, and there is a text here explaining. You look at also the next slide, you can see how well the image blend into the page, and also the color is very pop up into the eye, and we can see the text is very well arranged into the page, and also this one. So before that, we can see the image has a box, But now we can see the image doesn't have any box, but that fish is like it's like swimming. Yeah, feel like it's swimming on the page. Yeah, that doesn't have any box that limited its motion. So this is the kind of quality content that we want to imitate. But this one is from professional publisher, where they have their own professional designer to do this kind of thing. Okay. All right. So let me tell you on the. Okay, so content can be great, but the visual design determines the mood. Yeah? So we can create great content, but if the visual design is not right, then it will affect our moods. It will affect the moods of the students who read our content. Yeah? So that one is the most important part that we have to take care about. Okay, so let me tell you the school of thought, what I embrace for making my content. Yeah? So when I deliver this session, so it's around the Zen principle. The Zen principle is saying that simple, but not too simplistic. Not too simplistic. Less, but not lesser. Focus on what's important. Remove the clutter. So this is the things, the concept that I embrace for the design. I think there are several school of thought for the design, but this one is the one that I embrace, and also I follow the Apple. What Apple embrace is Zen. When Steve Jobs went to Japan, he saw the room, how the Japanese designed the room is very empty and then very not too much stuff inside the room. So it brings calm. It brings calm to the eye, and then it brings calm to the mind. So that's what he embraced into creating the iPad, the iPhone, and so on. So if you look at this one, what is your impressions of? Can you reply in the chat box? Let me see your comment in the chat box. Yeah, calm. Very calm, Does it have anything in that room which distract the eye? But it's just very calm. It's empty. But our room is focusing on something outside there. Is it? Yeah. If you look at the nature, the nature is also some kind of Zen as well. So if you look at the whole scenery of this image, it's just the mountain that bring our eyes to the attention, right? It's just the mountain, and then everything is just the small hill here is just black, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is the principle what I embrace. Okay, you still with me? Okay, right. So I think if you join Cikgu Razif session, we talk also about the principle of design, because there are many principle of design. If you look at Google, if you search principle of design, there are many principle of design. Yeah. So Cikgu Razif talked at that time about balance, congested, increment, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But that is one of the principle of design and that one may be applied to the poster. But what I'm trying to...
Excuse me, Dr. Azma.
Yeah.
Your slide seems like gray. Is that the real fact?
Yeah. Not yet.
Okay.
Because
All
something
right.
coming up.
Okay, thank you. All right, sure.
Something
Okay.
coming out will make you shocked after this.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Azma.
It's just wait. Okay.
All right.
So the 5 principle what I want to deliver now is the first one. See, we call it carbs. We call it carbs. So it's easy to remember. So the first one is contrast. Second one is alignment. Third one is repetition. Fourth one is proximity. And the fifth one is space. Yeah, carbs. I can rearrange this one into crab. But crab is something negative, right? So I decided to put carbs. Yeah. Okay. So where can we apply when we learn our concept? Yeah. So we can apply it when you create your Apple books or using iBook Author. So this one is using Mac. And the most relevant is when you create pages using iPad. You create pages, you export it to EPUB books, and you want to publish that all your books. And then when you make animations, when you prepare for your keynote presentations, and also for your posters. So this is, if you learn this, it's pretty simple. This is where you can apply the concept. Okay, so let's start with the first one, contrast. Okay, so attract attention of the reader. So let me hear your opinion about this one. So what do you see when you see the image? Good? Maybe black and white. Yeah. Where is your eye will direct it to? The first, when you see the slide, your eye will direct it toward. Yeah. So the airport, So your eye will direct it to the airport. So this is the intentions of Apple when they make advertisement of iPod, is they use the man with dark skin. They use the man with dark skin in order to what? In order to bring the airport to be pop up in the image. So the attention is with the airport, right? And there is also the text here that's saying airport wireless to the fullest, and also with white. So it's pop up with the black background here. The text will pop up. And also this one is the same thing. The background is black, and the text is white. Then you can see directly, very clear, the products of iPhone. So this is what we call contrast. Because black and white is very much contrast, opposite to each other. So then when our eyes see the iPhone, it's our eyes will also pay attention on the iPhone. So there is no distractions outside the iPhone. Yes, it's just black, and then because the intention is what to bring our eyes on the iPhone. If you look at all the Apple website, they play with the contrast. So this is also wants to bring the Apple Watch, and then they use also the hand of a man with dark skin. If you look at the text, what is Apple try to focus on? Here in the text. So they focus on don't stop what you are doing to see how it's going, right? So in order to focus on that message, they put the text into black, where the rest of the text is just complementary of that explanation. So this is what they try to emphasize. Don't stop what you're doing to see how it's going. Okay, for this one, where is the focus of our attention? Do you think where is the focus on the MacBook Air or which one? Yeah. So I think the focus will be this one, the title. The first Mac made with 100% recycled aluminum. So this, sorry. So this MacBook here, I think it's not the main attention, but here the text is the main attention. They want to convey the message that this one, 100% recycled aluminum. So this is what they want the reader to stick, the message to be stick in the reader's mind. If you can look at here, the materials is in white text. So it's not very blend, it's not very contrast, but it's there, because everybody knows that aluminum is material. Okay. All right. So let's see this one. What do you think of the slide? Is it a good slide, or from 1 to 5, what is the rating of the slide? So this is a very common slide we see from teachers or lecturers, especially that image. That image. We just search it in Google and then put it there and then put some text and everything. So if you look at this one, the contrast is not so great, is it? Okay, so let's make it this one to be a good of contrast. So the background is, so let's stick with the background. So let's edit this one, element of stiffness. So we want to be a bit contrast. So red and blue is not so. If I put a bit yellow, so you can see it change the color to be pop up a little bit, right? Yeah. So that black is also not so contrast. Yeah, you agree? So if I change this into white, if I change that into white, there you go. Yeah. So you can see it's pop up already. The text, the text is pop up already. So what we have to do with the scooter, we just specify here. What should we do? What should we do with the image? It's not aligned. Remove the background. Yes. Okay. So can we remove the background? If I remove the background, I remove that background. We delete this background. So this one is much better. This one is much better because the scooter is like blending into the slide. It doesn't have any boundary. It's like blending into the slide. So what happened with the background and the scooter? Is it the contrast is good? Yeah, contrast is not so good. So let's change the contrast of the background. Let's change the contrast of the background. So I want the scooter to be pop up because we cannot edit the scooter. The scooter is coming from our original drawing, so it cannot be edited. And the color is strong blue, so the background must be something which is a bit soft, in order to pop up the scooter. So let's change the somewhere there. Yeah. So if I change to this one, the scooter will pop up, but the text will be not a bit contrast with the background. So we can change again the text into black. This one is pop up already. So let's arrange this one so that looks aligned. Yeah. You can also change the size of your title a little bit to bring that into contrast. So this one is okay already. So the scooter, we can enlarge the scooter to bring that scooter a little bit large in the text. Yeah. Because contrast is not only the color, but contrast can also be the size. Contrast can also be the size and also the text, and also can be the color. Yeah. If you only focus on the tire, I think you can also shift the scooter a little bit there outside the screen, so you can enlarge it a little bit. Yeah. All right. So this one is much more comfortable to the eye compared to before. Okay. Okay. So next one is, I want you, because you have the slide already with you, so let's change the slide and bring that the contrast concept into your slide. So just edit the slide that I've given to you, and then I want one of you to present, to share your work. Okay, so let's start, maybe around 3 minutes.
Dr. Azma,
Yeah.
there is one participant asking about what do you mean stiffness in Malay context, especially for design. I understand stiff.
Oh, stiffness. No. I mean that slide is one example of my content in vibration. So stiffness there is not related to design, but stiffness there is related to the content of my vibration. Stiffness mean in Malay is kekakuan. Kekerasan, stiffness, element of stiffness. Is it what you're asking, right? Stiffness? Yeah.
Yes, I think it's okay. Yep. Thank you, Dr. Azma.
Okay, so I hope everyone is working on the slide. Okay. Muhammad Zairi Baharum. Can you share the slide if you're done? Not yet. Okay. Take time. Yeah. Cikgu Razif, can you share the slide?
Sorry.
Huh? Oh, you unintentionally raise your hand.
Yeah, correct.
Jen, can you share the slide if you're done? Still working on it. Okay. So let's have 1 minute. Yeah. 1 minute. Asma, Ahmad, Puan Asma, can you share the slide? If you're done, so we can discuss.
Okay, I'm trying to share it now.
Zaid, can you?
I'm sharing mine.
Yes, Puan Asma, you can. Yes, you can share content.
Share screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it being shared already? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think yes. Yeah.
Maybe you
Okay.
can take out this split view and just show the
Alright.
keynote. Thank you.
How's that, Dr. Azma?
So the tree, we can see the tree is the contrast is very very good already, and the sun. But the text I think if it is white, it's not so contrast. You can change it to black if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, try to change it in black so we can see.
Right.
Yeah.
How about
So
the
that
title?
one is much more. Yeah. The title also you can change it to something which is brighter than the background.
Brighter than background.
Yeah. Let's say dark blue,
Dark blue.
very blue.
That's dark blue. But it looks
The color which is much
similar
more
to
stronger
black.
than the background.
It looks similar to the black color.
Hello,
How's that?
Anasma?
Yeah, hello.
Or whatever color you
Whatever
think
the color.
it's stronger, you can change it to I think dark green.
Dark green. Okay, let's see.
I think it's stuck, isn't it?
Am I stuck? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, we still can hear your voice.
Yeah, I can hear your voice.
Can you see the screen changing, the text changing color?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yeah, okay. Right now, my title is in white, but just now I tried to put dark green.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is that
So this
okay?
one I think is much better. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay. So any suggestions from the participants how to improve more? The tree is something which is growing from the ground. Wanasma?
Yes.
The tree is something that is growing from the ground. So if you can put the tree on the bottom of a slide and then you enlarge the tree. Put the tree on the bottom of your slide and then enlarge your tree. Yeah. Put it a little bit right.
Is that?
Yeah. So this one is much better, for the contrast. So the contrast because the attention is the photosynthesis on the tree, right?
Yes.
So we try to bring that contrast to the eye. So put it a bit large, the tree, and then the text you can shift that a little bit on the right. So it should be okay. Yeah. And make the title align with the Okay. All right. So that's it. Thank you, Ponasma.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We can go to the next one. So everyone is okay. Yeah? You can change also the background. You can change the background into something which is a bit soft. And then this can bring the text and the tree much more pop up than before. All right. Okay, sorry, something's coming up. Okay, Jen, you want to share the Oh, okay. All right. So let's go to the next one. So sharing again my screen. So Zaid, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, Dr. I can see your face right now, but I couldn't see your screen.
Can you make it? So you have made me presenter already, is it?
Yes, I just did.
All right. All right. So that's why. Okay. Okay. So there is contrast. So let's move on alignment. So alignment create balance and harmony. Yeah. So I think alignment, you have seen that the concept of alignment applied everywhere, but maybe you just don't realize. Yeah. So alignment is like putting all the image and the paragraph into connected box, virtual box. Yeah. The box is we not realize that it is a box, but if you look at how the newspaper is arranging, it's using the concept of alignment. Yeah. So where everything this image aligned with that image, yeah, that image aligned with that text, and so on and so forth. Okay. So alignment can be divided into left align. First one is left align, top align, yeah. And also if you add a text, make sure the text is aligned with the top and aligned with the left. Okay. So if you look at my poster, I put all the line there. So just to show that this is the concept of alignment. Eh? So here is the right alignment. So the title of the poster is aligned on the right with all the text, and then this is the left alignment. Eh? So the dates align with the informations on the bottom, and so on and so forth. Okay. So let's make this one to be aligned. Yeah. So this one is much more easier. So I put. So if you look at this slide, yeah. So we don't see the slide is well structured. Eh? It's not balanced. Where you have image here, and then you have text, and then you have suddenly you have paragraph. It's not aligned with the image and so on. So if I put that one to here, yeah, so align. So you see in iPad, we have automatic. You can see that can have automatic alignment showing. So this one I can shrink that a little bit. Yeah, put that align. Put that one align. Okay. So put that mountain align, yeah, with one of it. So how do you see now? You see it's somewhere a bit structured, right? So a bit balanced between the image and the paragraph. So then this one we can enlarge a little bit also. Yeah. But what I want, if my style is, I want to bring this one into contrast. So I enlarge this image. I enlarge this image and make sure the top is aligned. And then double tap to adjust the mask of the image. Okay. This one is a bit more comfortable to the eye. Yeah. So where you have the mountain, the image of the mountain is well blended into the page. It's suddenly coming from the side of the image. Yeah? You can put more interest the title here if you want, but also it's okay if you put it there. Just make sure you have the space on the left. Okay, so it's just an easy concept, alignment, but it's often ignored in the content. It's often ignored in the content. Whether you realize or not, alignment is often ignored in the content. Okay. All right. So let's do this one. So you have the slide with you. So let's do alignment for this content. So let's do it in 2 minutes. I give you the time, 2 minutes. Do it alignment. And I want one of you to share. Share the concept. So apply also the concept of contrast. Not just alignment, apply also the concept of contrast, like what we have before. So everybody still with me, So this is the difficult thing in doing the online studying session, I feel that I am talking to myself.
No,
Yes,
they are really, no, they're still with you. They are so have a good interest in doing the design principle.
Right.
So Dr. Azma is giving them 1 or 2 minutes, right? Doing this?
Hello? Hello, Dr.
Dr.
Zaid,
Azma?
can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so can someone share the slide here very quick? Cikgu Zamrud, are you done? Cikgu Zamrud? It's delayed a little bit. Hello, Dr. Zaid?
Yes, I'm listening, Dr. Azma.
All right. So here is, I think it's a bit disconnected before.
Oh, okay. Maybe he or she have the internet problem.
Okay. So in order to be quick, let's do it together here. Let's do it together here.
All right.
Let's take time to participant to share. So now, when the concept of alignment, so let's put it there. Put it there. Put it there. So what about the title? Is it contrast well with the background? Not right. So you can change that title to make a bit contrast. Yeah, and have there. So that image you can enlarge. Enlarge. That will bring a contrast to you. Okay. So I think you can put it there to be aligned with the top. So now I think it's much more proper now. Okay. So that one you can see that the paragraph is not really balanced with the others. So you can put it there to be okay. So this is alignment. Okay. So let's go to the next one, repetition. So represent unity and consistency. So repetition is, our eyes is very comfortable with repetition. So if you can see the motif here, it's a repetitive motif of a flower. And also this one is a building where they use repetitive design. So our eyes is very comfortable with something which is repetitive. And also the nature, if you look at the nature is also brings concept of repetitiveness. So which one is the element of repetition here on this slide? Yeah, so the iPad frame, the iPad frame is something which is repetitive. Although the image inside the iPad is different, but the image of the iPad is repetitive one. Okay, so if you look at this image, I have two images. This is the one, and this is the second one. Yeah, I repeat again. Sorry. Repeat again. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Is it a good slide? So if you look at the first one, this one the font is different, the title, and the font of the text body is different. Second one is also, we have it changed the font, and then the second one is changed the font as well. Yeah. So what we mean by repetition is we have to be consistent. We have to be consistent throughout the your content. If you say the title is that font, so then you have to be consistent with the second one. So let's say you want the content to be the same with the second one. So this one is, what font is it? American typewriter. So you can change this one into American typewriter. Yeah. You can change that into that font. Maybe you can change that. You can change the color as well. So now the font, you want to have that font Avenir, so you can change the one into Avenir. Yeah. So now this one is bring consistency. The first slide and the second slide. So you can see in the second slide, we have the text is too packed on the slide. So you can have the spacing. You can have that spacing to bring your eye is much more comfortable. Okay, so the other one is repetition. So let's go to this slide. Let's go to this slide. Let's do it together. So we have run out of time. So let's do it together. So how to bring that one into consistency or repetition? So let's say if you want to put that title into a certain font, you can have it, if I'll take a new, then and let's say black, and this one's left align, and that one also Helvetica, isn't it? And then put it. This one also put the same kind of text. Okay, so this, this one is, if you can see, is much more consistent rather than before. So before you have the title different font, and then you have the text different font. So this is applied for the same for your content. The same for your content. So you cannot change the font every now with page 1 different font, and page 2 and a different font, and page 3, because it create confusion for the reader. So make it consistent. All right. So that one is repetition. The last one is the fourth one is proximity. So proximity creates and dispel connections. So how do you see this image? Does it have connectivity? No. Okay. So let's see the second one. Does it bring connectivity? Still no? I think not yet. What about this one? Yeah. So now we have connectivity one to each other. This one here. I think we have some sorts of balance. And also this one, right? Okay, so if something else coming in, yeah, if something else coming in, does it break connectivity? So three objects different, and then one object is coming in. So there is disconnection. Eh? So there is disconnections. What about if we like this one? Yeah. So that image is separate to each group, and then that image is separate to that certain object. Eh? So this one is we can see the connection between this and that on each of the object. So the concept of proximity is to put object related, make it them closer together, and object unrelated, make them farther apart, and spacing is as important as content. Eh? So spacing is as important as content. So again, proximity is where related object we make them closer together, and unrelated object we make them farther apart. Yeah? And then please pay attention on spacing. So we can see here the proximity applied by Apple. So you can see here for title and title, they put it in line. Yeah. Image and image, they put it in line. Yeah. So this is different thing. Eh? One is selling the this one is I think also about the band, but different kind of advertisement. So this one is on the bottom one is about the delivery and then find the seller and everything. Yeah. So they group that together. Okay. So let's see this image. Yeah. Let's see this image where we have this is the one object and this is the text explaining about the energy, and this is the example, the text and examples of. Yeah. So this one is when we look at this one, it's okay, but how can we improve that image to apply the concept of proximity? Okay, so let's look at on the right side. If you can bring the image and the image together, so now we can see image and image in line. So we can see there's a bit of balance on the slide. You can also bring that into this way. So the horizontal one is the image, and then you put all the text below. But you can also be playful. Then you can put it there, image and diagonal. You can put it the object, and this diagonal you can put it the text. And if you want to apply the concept of focus, you can enlarge that image a little bit. Yeah. So you bring that the applications of bringing the electrical energy to light energy. Yeah. Okay. I think I lost the slide. There should be a slide here. Okay, so let's move to because we run out of time. So let's move on to the next one, concept, spaces, which focus and attention. If you look at this slide here, what do you think? Please respond in the checkbox. What do you think? Yeah, spaces. Yeah. So our eyes is directly focused on the MacBook. Yeah. So we don't have any sort of ornament here. We don't have flower. We don't have any distract the eye. We don't have a logo of UTeM here. We don't have logo of UTeM, UKM here. So, so everything is just white. And then because the intention is, they want to bring the attention, our eyes into the text, text all, and then the MacBook. Yeah. It's simple, but not too simplistic. It's simple, but not too simplistic. And also this one, the airport is only the airport, and then the text, and the background is black. Yeah. So it's really bring our attention into focus. So this is the concept of space. So you let here just leave it empty. Just leave it empty, because what we want to do is just focus here. All right. So let's do the last activity. This one. So I want every one of you to do this one and apply the concept of space. Emerald WhatsApp. Bring that the concept of space all together. The alignment, contrast, alignment, space, and proximity. For this one, I really want one of the participants to share the content before we end the session. Wan Shakira, can you share it with me? Wan Shakira Mama Ramli, when you're done. Or Mr. Kafayun, who is it? Daniel, is it Daniel? Oh, it's not Daniel, right? Wan Suping. Wan Suping, can you share with me when you're done? Can you hear me? Dr. Zaid, can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Azma, I'm still listening.
All right. Good. Okay. So who want to share now? Good. Very good. Cikgu Muhammad Zairi, Mr. Muhammad Zairi. Can you play your keynote? Can you play your keynote so you can have full screen? Yeah. Yeah, that's very good. Yes. So this is we can see that the WhatsApp is pop up on the screen. Yeah. So what Mr. Muhammad Zairi is doing is he changed the background into black, and changed the text into white, which is make the slide really stunning. Okay. So in order to wrap up the session, so what concept do we have learned today? C is what? C is for what? Shakira, want to share the content? Let's see another one. One city, Shakira. Okay. All right. So can you play? Can you play? Oh, it's gloss already. Okay. What Puan Siti Syahira is doing now before is she tried to remove the background of the WhatsApp by using the Instant Alpha. Can you share it again? By using Instant Alpha. So the problem with that image that we have a very fine on the WhatsApp. So when you doing Instant Alpha, something is not doing right with the image. I know the intention is to have white background. So then that's why Wan Siti Syahira wants to remove the the background of the WhatsApp with Instant Alpha, but the result is not what we expected. It's not smooth, the Instant Alpha, because we have the very fine fur on the WhatsApp. So I'm still preferred like what Mr. Muhammad Zairi is doing right now. It's just turn the background into black and then turn the text into white. So this one is much more proper. If you can do a better Instant Alpha with the WhatsApp, then it should be fine. Okay, so let me share the screen again. Can you see my screen, Dr. Zaid?
Yes, ongoing. I
But-
do. Yeah, it's
But you
still
cannot see my
processing.
iPad, right?
Yeah, still processing.
Let me disconnect first.
Yeah. It's taking a little bit time. Maybe you have to,
Yeah, I think the
to
connection.
again. Yeah.
I think the network. I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's wrap up the session. Put it in summary. So the first concept is what? It's contrast. Okay. The second one is for
Alignment.
alignment. The third one is R for repetition. The fourth one is proximity. And the last one is space. Yeah. So contrast is to bring attention. Alignment is to bring harmony or balance. Repetition is to create consistency. Proximity is to make connection, and space is to bring focus. Yeah. So this is the 5 concepts that if we apply that concept, I think your content will be instead of your content itself is great, but the visual designs will make it more more stunning into if you bring that into the context. Yeah? Okay, so that's all from me. So on behalf of the organizer, thank you very much for joining us for the last 14 days. So we will meet again in the next 2 weeks, with another program as well. So back to you, return to you, Dr. Zaid.
All right. Yeah. Voila. Thank you, Dr. Azma, for nice sharings on your design principle. I believe all our participants really happy to doing your CARTS, which is a contrast, alignment, repetition, proximity, and space, right? So I believe after this, all participants can apply these kinds of design principle in your content, right? Inshallah. Right. So we have only around 13 minutes, right? So I open the question to the floor. Is there any question from the participants? So far, I didn't have any questions. Right. So, okay, one question from me, Dr. Azma. Right. So, what is the best time to apply these design principles?
The best time, you have to start now.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, that's a good answer from Dr. Azma.
When you start making your content, so you have to just start applying the concept. So just remember the concept. And then I think by the time you have to train your eyes and your feeling, when you see your content, something is not right. So if something is not right, so it means something is wrong. So I think one of the concept must be missing. So, but you have to
Alright.
train that time by time. When you create the contents, you have to train that time by time, and then you have to, if possible, you want someone with a good design to review your content, then you can improve on that one.
Alright.
All right,
Okay.
center alignment. Center alignment, it's fine, but center alignment it's suitable for one page of content. Let's say for poem, if you create poem, you create poem and then you want to put it in center, that should be fine. But center is not appropriate for the whole content. If you create books, digital books, 101 pages, and then you put all the text into center, is not appropriate. But just one more for quote, let's say, you want to put it a quote in your book, and then you can put it in center. That's most appropriate one. So the left alignment is the most important one, because we read from left to right. Because we read from left to right, so make sure the left alignment is the one that we have to pay attention. I like to use justify alignment. Justify alignment, it's fine if you have the text balance with each other. Sometimes justify alignment will make the text have a space which is not very good in the eye. So let's say, so let's see this one. If we put it justify, if you put it justify, you can see that there is a gap between changing and the, and then the, and the mobile, and the phone. So the spacing is not balanced between all the text. If you try to put it justify. So that's why the most important thing is only the left alignment. If you look at website of Apple, they don't apply justify. Let me see So if you look at this one, they don't apply justify, right? They don't apply justify. They just apply the left alignment. Because when they apply justify, it's difficult to control the space between text and text. But again, justify is common to be used in textbooks. If you open textbooks, they use justify. But I think some of the novels, they not use justify as well. They just use left align. So it's for me, it's the preference is only left justify. I don't want to use justify for my books or my content.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Azma. Can I now share the slide? Right. So thank you for being with us for the past 14 days. Yeah, really thanks for that. Without you, we couldn't share this content.